Hello YouTube. It's been a while since I made a video, but with the recent Prop 8 decision, I decided to read a little excerpt from a book I had just finished reading, a book called Religion Gone Bad by Mel White. Mel White, of course, is a Christian who would call himself an evangelical Christian, who is also gay, and fights the fundamentalist interpretation of the Bible that says homosexuality is an abomination. And I'm going to read a page or so from it. It's a message from a Christian to a Christian about what the real message is supposed to be. Fundamentalists in the 21st century are the equivalent of the first century Pharisees, who knew the law by heart but had forgotten that love is the heart of the law. If a fundamentalist Christian in your life makes you feel like an outcast, tell him or her to read Jesus' story again from the top. I think God was trying to make a point when Jesus was born by human standards an illegitimate baby, delivered without a doctor or a midwife to an unwed teenage mother, not in a mansion, but in a barn, wrapped in rags and placed in a hayloft, surrounded by beating animals and the stench of urine and manure. I think God was trying to make a point when Jesus was born a person of color to a conquered people in a backwater third world nation, that he was adopted and knew from infancy what it was meant to be poor and homeless, an illegal alien, a war refugee living with other refugees in an Egyptian refugee camp. I think God was trying to make a point when Jesus' first miracle was changing the water into wine at a wedding party after the guests had finished off their host's supply. The evening was young. This was the celebration of Eros at work in the lives of two young people, and God was there in the midst of this sensual, joyous occasion and didn't want the party to end. I think God was trying to make a point when Jesus didn't choose one clergy type to be his disciples, that he was known for the bad company he kept, Jews who collected taxes for the Romans, women of ill repute, foreigners, half-breeds, children, and that Jesus had one special friend among the disciples, the one they say he loved, who after supper lay against Jesus' chest, and that the one Jesus loved was the only disciple at the foot of the cross when he died. I think God was trying to make a point when Jesus would not conform to the religious norms, but confronted the Pharisees and the other religious fundamentalists on a regular basis with very tough language. Fools and blind, hypocrites, serpents and vipers, clean bowls on the outside filled with extortion and excess, magnificent looking graves filled with dead men's bones. What is the point? If there is any one message the Bible delivers, it is that the message that Jesus loves outcasts, and that Jesus was born into the world an outcast to rescue and renew outcasts from the religion gone bad. He was born poor and died poor. The legacy of love he left us, the legacy of inclusion and acceptance and understanding, will endure forever.